What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on All of Fabric 2. Now, I say back on, even though this is technically episode 1, because of the fact I did have a very, very short series of this before in a lesser version. And now, finally, after waiting for quite a while, and I mean, I understand, things had to change, you got to update stuff, it takes time, but finally, we are able to play on the new. This is the Alpha 1, I think, of All of Fabric 3.0. And it's super exciting. Now, there's an important thing to know about this particular pack is that it is very, very new. Which means a lot of things are still in development, a lot of the individual mods. The mod pack itself is still being worked on. There are going to be quests that are added. Yes, we do have quests in this, which is actually a very awesome feature that I can't wait to get started with because I love quests. I love packs that kind of guide you along a path. But it is what it is. Of course, we're going to make our own builds. We're going to make things look pretty, so on and so forth. But keep in mind that there will be bugs, and there's nothing wrong with bugs. Everything is in development. So if you are playing this pack for yourself, go report those bugs, but don't be mean about it. There's a lot of people who just like blame coders for not getting it right the first time. Do you know the chances of a coder of actually making something of this size perfectly the first time? It's practically impossible. Just kind of got to defend my friends in the coding world out there, but just be nice. Tell them what the bugs are. Tell them as much detail about them as you can, but be nice about it. When we started off the game, we had 3 books in our inventory. This one's all about decorating stuff. We're not going to worry about that until we actually have a decent home to decorate. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. This one actually has a font that's messed up. It's not directly a fault of the mod creator. It's actually a compatibility issue with the Better Faithful texture pack. Whenever this is applied, the font of that either disappears or changes or whatever to turn it into this, and I don't know what it is. So if we ever want to do this, either the mod needs to be, patched, or we can just remove the texture pack and you can follow it then. But for now, we're not going to worry about it because we're not going to get into it. What we are going to do is a little bit of quests. Now, I've done a couple of them, but nothing major. I just made the crafting pad. I made the crafting station, and I made the tinker materialization preparer. Material preparer. Alright, so I haven't really done a whole lot. Now, this one's basically just about crafting a whole bunch of stuff. A couple of notes, though, in case the people who need to hear this are actually watching. I would recommend, perhaps, that Azuma dude, I'm sure there's a way to, just ignore any font that's applied, or I don't know exactly what's going on with the resource pack, but I think that should not be a thing, although I'm sure that's already understood. The other thing is, I think the backspace key should do the same thing as the go back button. Just an idea. I really do like that there's a magnet coming. This is super happy that this is a thing. So we're going to go for this pretty quick. There's that, I have to go there. Okay. So what I need to do is actually make a better torch. When we make 1 stone torch, we actually get 16 regular torches. Is there a way to turn regular torches into stone torches? Because it says that stone torches light up a bigger area. I'm doubting that's the case. Let's go to torch. So I'm not exactly sure why they would give you regular torches for crafting a stone torch. It doesn't look like there's another way to do it either. So you have to have regular stone? Can you not do cobblestone? I'm guessing you probably can't do cobblestone, huh? I mean, maybe you can. No, of course not. But of course not. Let's give ourselves 64 and just kind of let those cook. It'll only use 8 coal. We'll be fine without, 8 coal. It'll be all right. Let's see. So once we have that particular batch done, I don't know why I'm pushing escape. That doesn't make sense. Then we can just go ahead straight to the magnet here. Basic magnet. Right? Magnet. This guy. We need iron, ender pearl, crapo. Makes sense, but crapo. Alright, so if we do that, and this guy's just gold and then diamond. So basically similar materials. You know, nothing major for it, but it's good that they're, you know, in there. All right, let's put our books away. What else can we do? I mean, obviously we can do a bunch, right? We can get the materialization table. Brass sword blade. Part durability 400, attack damage 6.5. I don't know how good that is in comparison to other stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't really used materialization very much. We're also going to make, I'm going to make a hammer, what is it? Excavator, and the Paxel. I'm going to go ahead and make that guy to get these quests done. I'm probably going to make this guy just so we have it. I may not use the mod. I'm not sure yet. And who doesn't love cooking? It's a cooking table. Okay, Epicurean is a mod I've never really used before either. So maybe we'll get into that one. Better food could be a thing. It also looks like we have some kind of potions. Jelly. Okay. Which is a dressing, I guess? I don't know. I'm not sure. Pretty cool, though. Interesting concepts. It's a baby backpack. We're also going to make this guy. Baby backpack. Inmis. From the Inmis mod. I'm probably going to need leather for that. We're going to have to collect some animals. How about we go get some animals? So I'm going to craft those items, and I'm going to gather some animals around, I think. When we first started this particular game, we had 3 books in our inventory. One of them is about decorating your home, which we're going to get to, but not just yet. Because, well, we don't have a home worth decorating yet, but we're going to get there. The second one has a bug in it, which I've already reported to the mod author. And it's just involving a compatibility issue between the book and a resource pack. Right now, it's just this one. I don't know if it affects others. It does not affect mine. When mine, which does change the font, is applied by itself, it doesn't mess with the font of the book. So I don't know what would cause that, but I figured it was worth reporting. Anyway, so we can't get to this yet. Worst comes to worst, if it's not fixed by the time we want to get to the Azuma mod, then we can go ahead and just remove the resource pack in the meantime until it does get fixed. But first, we need to do some of the basics, and I've already started a little bit on these. I was kind of taking a look around here. We've done the crafting table and the materialization preparer table. And I don't know how to use these yet. We'll get into that later. For now, I just kind of want to knock out some of these quests, especially the ones I'm really interested in, such as the Paxel, which means I need to make a hammer. Also, just a note, I think the backspace key should probably affect this book. I don't know if there's a way to do that with the key binding or not, but I think the backspace key should be the same as the go back button. It makes things so much easier and other stuff. Anyway, so we need to make the hammer, we need to make the excavator, and then I can make the Paxel. Now, I have to do the stone version first, I guess, because it's asking for the stone Paxel, but then after that, we can just make iron or whatever. I'm sure the other materials exist. I also would like to get to the magnet, which means I need to make a torch here, which is not going to be too difficult to make. I've already started smelting the stone that we're going to need to make the stone rods, because you can't actually make stone rods. Is that what they're called? Stone rod? If we go to torch, you and you. Stone rod, yeah. You can't make this with regular cobblestone, which is unfortunate, but hey, I mean, that's how they have it scripted or whatever, so coded. So, it's a thing. The other thing, then we can go ahead and make the magnet here, which we can't actually make yet. The magnet actually requires some materials we don't have. I don't have the ender pearls. The iron, I don't know if I have that or not, but it's not that difficult to get. I do have the redstone. But the ender pearl is going to be the thing we don't quite have yet, but it'd be good to have it once we get that ender pearl. And also, if we go down here to the backpack, I don't think we have what we need to make the backpack, because usually backpacks require leather, which we don't have yet. I don't have the animals. So if we take a look and go to backpack, I need the mini one first, I guess. The baby backpack. Yeah. So we need some leather, which means we're going to need a few animals. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get some cows. I don't think I'm going to get anything else. We have some cows right there. I don't think we need any other animals at the moment. If we do, we can always find them later. We're in a pretty big flat plains area, so it shouldn't matter. But I am going to collect some cows, and I am going to bring those over here. Hello, Drown, with a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, actually. That's glowing face there. The jack-o'-lantern on your head. But, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and collect some of those guys. I'm going to make those materials I just mentioned so we can kind of progress in the whole quest book option. And then we can take a look at what the next step is after that. So I've been playing a little bit around with the storage stuff in the book. Let's go back a little bit first. Hold on. That's too far. Let's go back to the quests and this guy and open. I do have a stone torch. I had a bunch of them, and it did not complete the quest. I have plenty of stone torches, but it didn't complete the quest, so that's another bug for anybody who's paying attention. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not like we have to do this before we can ever craft a magnet. We can do the magnet anyway. We just have to wait to turn in the quests. But I did want to kind of get into the storage. I got one of the baby backpack. It only has 3 slots in it, so it's not worth it. Not really, anyway. I crafted all those guys. I used up the hammer, so we got a little bit more supplies down there. Some of this other stuff is pretty cool. But I went into the storage here just to see what we have, and I checked out this chest. These guys are pretty cool because, as you can see, they stack items. So if you have multiple stacks of one particular item, then you're okay. You can put them all in there, and they stack to 256 instead of 64. So that's really kind of neat, actually. It's a very, very cool thing. We're going to start using that for sure. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to be doing a lot of mining, so things like the dirt, the stone, things like that, the gravel, probably not regular stone yet. But those kinds of things we'll probably put in here, so we don't have to worry about it. It's a good place for them, I think, so we don't have to clog up our chests. But yeah, redstone could probably go in there too, actually. Kind of clear out a little bit more there. Look at the sorting. The sorting don't even work. There we go. Finally! Anyway, so I'm just kidding. Bugs. Like I mentioned, bugs are expected. Anyway, so I did go mining a bunch. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get into first, second, or third. We're just going to kind of go through the book, and I want to make sure we have enough storage. I want to make sure we have enough of everything. Here's tinkering. I don't know what's in tinkering. I guess these are the gears you can make, weaponry, the tools. So they want you to make... This is a little convoluted, I feel, because for, what is it, this one, they want you to go all the way and make the Paxel, the stone versions of all these. But then you go back to tinkering, and now you have to make the wooden version and the stone version all over again before you can get to the next ones, which is... feels like that may be a little backwards. Maybe the wooden ones should be in the first one, and then start the tinkering one off with the stone versions, and then that way it wouldn't seem like you're going backwards. Just an idea for me, though. Anyway, so we have the Nano Saber. That sounds cool from Tech Reborn. I keep pushing escape. So the quests so far of what we have a little bit of a storage quest, which is good. It's one of the most important things in modded since there are so many items added. We also have the regular, like, getting started quests, I suppose. Kinda. It's a fan. So we have trap expansion, whatever that means. This is basically mob farms, I guess. Slippery little sucker. Slippery stone? Oh, so this must be like ice, basically. I'm not sure what the difference is between this and regular ice, or like packed ice, or whatever. I wonder if it's different to some degree. Maybe it's even more slippery or something. I don't know. There are some pretty interesting things in here, but I do want to get into one particular mod because it's going to help us out with resources. I know in the last All of Fabric mod pack things that we ran, we had, let's go here. We had oysters. Okay, so we do have oysters in this, which is a very cool thing, and it requires a lot of grinding to get up to speed. And I would like to start with this grind soon. I'd like to start getting going on this. All I need is one of these little shells, and I can get the rest, I hope. Because they have a chance to reproduce on their own. So if I get one blemished pearl oyster, I can eventually, after a lot of grinding, mind you, get everything else. which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with grinding that out and everything. What I want to know is if they have the Be Resourceful as well. We do. Okay, cool. Because this one also has its resource things in here, which is very nice. And there is some overlap in these, but a lot of them are different. Like, for example, the oysters actually have a pearl. Let's do this. So let's see. With the pearls, we have the Ender Pearl. That's one of my favorite ones. I think that's fantastic. And the nectars, we don't have those. The nectars have like a lot of the metals, I think, and these guys don't really have a whole lot of the metals. They have some of the basic resources like diamond and lapis and gold and stuff, but not so much of the other metals like copper and bronze. So it's good to get into both of those. The oysters, like I mentioned, I have gotten into. The bees, not so much. So I've barely done bees in vanilla, let alone these guys. So I don't exactly know how they work, but I do kind of want to figure it out. But that will require finding bees and being able to pick them up, which means I'll probably need some silk touch or something. I don't actually know how that works. I'll have to look that up. But first, I wanted to take a look for the oysters. The oysters, I think, I don't know if they can only be found in ocean biomes or not, or if it's something that can be found in these rivers as well. But I took a look around a little bit, and I didn't see it. Like I mentioned, I only need the one. I only need one, but I don't know. I can't find them. I'm going to be messing with the storage stuff off camera probably. I'll let you know what I have set up then. But for the moment, I'm just going to be looking around for an oyster. If I get an oyster, that's basically what I'm looking for. That's my whole goal right now is find one blemished oyster clam thing. Then we can move on. For now. That's cool. What are you? Are you a nothing or are you a something? I'm thinking you're a nothing. Is there something in you, maybe? Let's mine into it. Let's find out. I'm thinking it's probably nothing. Yeah, we're gonna go with nothing. Hello, building thing. Don't know what you are, but I'm going to steal stuff from you. All of that stuff. What are you? Nope. Advanced owl. Okay, cool. I'm just going to take everything and throw away what I don't need later. I'll even bring the chest. Because why not? And this guy. Because why not? And these guys, because this is basically hay and very, very useful. And all the lanterns that I see hanging above my head as well. This is great. Oh yeah, I'm gonna collect all this. Let's see what else we have in here. A whole bunch of that. Also smokers. Probably don't need this many smokers. But, it is what it is. I got this stuff. What else is in this chest? Ooh. Oh, cool. I think I know what this does. Hit! It makes you bounce instead of take damage when falling. That's awesome. It's really cool. But it's not like an obnoxious bouncing. Oh, hello, chest. It's a bouncing that cosmetic. I don't want any of the cosmetic bee thingamajigs. All right. But it's not an obnoxious bouncing. It's a bouncing just so you don't take damage kind of bouncing. It's nothing crazy or whatever. Name tag, yes. We'll put that away. Actually, give me the fence post instead of that. Heart of the machine. I must have gotten a thingamajig. This guy? Yeah, probably. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and collect the rest of this stuff. And then I guess we're going to go back home because I still haven't found I shouldn't pick those up. Right, okay. I still haven't found a clam thing. I think maybe it is only an ocean. We don't really have any oceans around us, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to have to go and find some stuff, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and collect some things, I suppose. This way we'll be able to decorate a little bit. Maybe get some of the brick too, instead of maybe the cobblestone or something. I don't know. But I'm going to collect some stuff and then we can go home. I cannot find an oyster. I think it's because I can't find an ocean either. Pretty sure they're only in oceans. I'm not going to say that there's some kind of a mix-up and that they should spawn elsewhere. I have no idea. I don't know what the mod author intended, but I do know that I was really hoping to find one and I was not able to. I went around for a while, did a lot of things, but it just didn't happen. So I think what we need to do is actually begin the grind for power and a jetpack. Now, there are very cheap jetpacks out here in this pack. One of which is the wooden one, which really the most expensive thing in here is iron, and I can go mining for iron pretty easily. I've already gone and made an iron hammer and broke the thing, which is unfortunate because the iron hammer requires 10 ingots, I think, and I got 29 total. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, you do gain some, but it's pretty unfortunate. You have to use so much to gain it. I don't know. I feel like a hammer should be a little cheaper. I guess it makes sense, kind of, but I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. I don't think it's worth it. But, well, I don't know. Maybe. But there is something that I'd like to mention, and that is, number one, I have no idea what mod does it, but the R key it's crossed over to Forge. It's always been the default sort my inventory or sort inventory button. I don't really want to insult mod authors or anything. It's not really what I'm into. They do a lot of hard work and generally they deserve praise. But in this one particular aspect, using the R key for the sort button, it's not very smart. And I say that because it's how you look up recipes. You know, it's how you look up recipes. And if I sit here and type in anything with an R in it, it sorts my inventory. I mean, it's just anything I do with R sorts the inventory. It's really unfortunate that it's a thing. I don't get it. I really don't. And on top of that, it's not even a keybind you can change. At least not obviously. There might be a keybind in here that opens some kind of a settings screen that allows you to change it through a different menu, but it should be in this screen. It really should be in this screen to change that and change it. If I could change it, I wouldn't have that much of a problem with it, but it's really, really aggravating that it's not only removing that ability to use the R button in searches and stuff, it's just really aggravating that it's also you're not able to change it. Is this guy gone? He is gone. Okay, so they do actually disappear. I had the B guy actually trapped down there. I just wanted to see if he still disappeared like the other guy did. Which, yeah, I kind of figured he would, but it was worth a shot, I suppose. Did I put... I did. These guys need to go in there as well. I think that was it, mainly. Anyway, so that's kind of the deal. I think we need to start working on the power situation. We need to get some power going. That way I can get some jetpacks going. And with the jetpacks, I can fly around a lot further and a lot faster, theoretically. So... yeah, we can find that ocean and I can get those oysters and then we can go ahead and start the resource gathering through those means. I'm probably going to look into the bee situation since they do a lot of the metals. And a lot of the metals are going to be used for other things like the magnets and even the jetpacks are going to be using a lot of those as well. I believe they actually do require some of the more interesting metals like copper. And not stone. Well, stone's interesting, but bronze, silver, electrum, those kinds of combinations I think are things you can get from the bees. So it's another thing to look into, really. But even though this episode seems short, ish, not too bad really, but ish for my videos anyway. We're going to go ahead and call it here because it did take me a while to go out and I kind of explored. I did a lot of stuff just looking around and I really ended up finding practically nothing of value really. So we got a little bit of stuff, but nothing major. But I think that's what we're going to do in the next episode, is start working towards those kinds of projects I already mentioned. These guys, I'm also going to breed them up a bunch. Hopefully, I remember to do that. So, if you like the video, please do words. If you like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.